There are discoveries buried in our past that simply shouldn't exist. Stone blocks weighing more than jumbo jets, carved and placed with impossible precision. Machines built thousands of years before anyone was supposed to understand gears or mathematics. And manuscripts written in a language that no one, not even the best code breakers on Earth, can decipher. Archaeologists have measured them, photographed them, debated them, but not explained them. Each find whispers the same question. Did our ancestors know something we've lost? From temples older than civilization to artifacts that defy logic, these are the 10 ancient discoveries that historians still can't explain. Because the deeper we dig into our past, the stranger it becomes. Number 1. The Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, off the coast of a small Greek island, divers searching for treasure found something far more valuable, a corroded bronze lump hidden among the remains of a shipwreck. When scientists examined it decades later, they realized it wasn't just metal, it was a machine. Inside were dozens of intricate gears, precision engineering that shouldn't have existed 2,000 years ago. This device could track lunar cycles, predict eclipses, and map the movements of planets, like a mechanical computer built in the ancient world. But who made it? And how did they master such advanced mathematics without modern tools? No other object like it has ever been found, leaving one haunting possibility: that an entire chapter of ancient technology has vanished beneath the sea. And that was only the beginning of the mysteries. Number 2. Göbekli Tepe, high in the hills of southeastern Turkey, lies a place that shouldn't exist, at least not when it was built. Göbekli Tepe is a vast complex of T-shaped stone pillars, some weighing more than 50 tons, arranged in circles carved with animals and abstract symbols. Archaeologists dated it to around 9,600 BCE, thousands of years before the invention of writing, metal, or even farming. According to history, people of that time were nomadic hunters. They shouldn't have been capable of designing temples this large or this precise. Yet, here it stands, older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge. Who gathered the people, planned the stones, and carved them with such skill? And why, centuries later, did they bury the entire site under layers of earth, as if they wanted it hidden forever? The mystery only deepens from here. Number 3. The Voynich Manuscript. In a quiet library at Yale University lies one of history's most baffling books. Its pages are filled with drawings of unknown plants, star charts that match no known sky, and thousands of lines of text written in a language no one can read. This is the Voynich Manuscript, a 15th century codex that has defied every attempt at translation. Linguists, mathematicians, even cryptographers from wartime intelligence agencies have tried to decode it and failed. Some believe it hides ancient medical secrets. Others think it's an elaborate hoax, a riddle written to confuse. But when carbon dating confirmed the manuscript's age, one truth remained: whoever wrote it meant every word. It's as if an entire language and the people who spoke it vanished without a trace. And yet, another discovery would soon challenge not language, but the map of the world itself. Number 4. The Piri Reis Map. In 1513, an Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis drew a world map on a piece of gazelle skin. Parts of it are ordinary. The coasts of Europe and Africa look just as they should. But then comes the impossible. The southern edge shows a landmass that looks strikingly like Antarctica, yet drawn centuries before its official discovery, and without its ice. How could a 16th century sailor have known that? Reis claimed he compiled his chart from older maps, some dating back to the time of Alexander the Great. Historians say it's a mosaic of Portuguese and Arabic sources, a remarkable achievement, but not a mystery. Yet the details won't go away. Mountain ranges, accurate proportions, coastlines drawn too precisely to dismiss. Could the map preserve knowledge from a civilization long forgotten by time? And if ancient cartographers saw lands we can't explain, what other lost technologies might have powered their work? Number 5. The Baghdad Battery. In the 1930s, archaeologists near Baghdad unearthed a set of small clay jars, each containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod. At first, they seemed ordinary, until a researcher poured vinegar inside one and produced a faint electric charge. Could ancient craftsmen over 2,000 years ago have built the world's first battery? The jars date back to the Parthian or Sasanian period, long before modern electricity. Some believe they were used for electroplating gold onto objects. Others say the charge was accidental, the result of corrosion and chemistry. But no one can explain why these artifacts were made in such a consistent, deliberate way. Were they simple containers, or proof that the ancients once harnessed power we've only recently rediscovered? Because if the Baghdad Battery truly worked, it could rewrite the story of technological history. And the next mystery is carved on a scale far greater, one visible only from the sky. Number 6. The Nazca Lines. Across the dry plains of southern Peru stretch hundreds of massive lines carved into the earth. Straight paths, geometric shapes, and enormous figures of animals and humans. They're called the Nazca Lines, and they can only be truly seen from the sky. Spanning over 400 square miles, some shapes are as long as skyscrapers are tall. But here's the puzzle. They were made over 1,500 years ago, long before flight or satellites. How did the Nazca people draw such precise designs without ever seeing them from above? Some researchers believe they were ritual pathways for gods. Others think they marked water sources, vital in the desert. But even now, new lines are still being discovered with drones and AI, hinting there's more hidden beneath the sand. And deep within another part of the ancient world, a wooden statue holds secrets, even older than stone. Number 7. The Shigir Idol. In 1894, gold miners in Russia's Ural Mountains pulled something strange from a peat bog, a towering wooden statue carved with swirling lines and human faces. At first, it seemed like an ancient totem, maybe a few thousand years old. But when scientists carbon dated it, the results stunned everyone. The Shigir Idol was nearly 12,000 years old, twice as old as the Egyptian pyramids and the oldest known wooden sculpture on Earth. Its intricate carvings may form a coded message, perhaps a map or warning left by an Ice Age culture we barely understand. But the wood's surface is fragile, eroding with every year, and large portions of its symbols remain missing. Who made it? And what were they trying to say across millennia? Because long before written history began, someone was already trying to speak through time. And far beneath the ocean, another enigma waits in stone. Number 8. The Yonaguni Monument. Off the coast of Japan's Yonaguni Island, divers discovered something massive beneath the waves. A series of terraces, steps, and pillars carved into solid rock. At first glance, it looks like an ancient pyramid submerged by time. The structure rises nearly 80 feet from the ocean floor, with sharp right angles, straight corridors, and what appear to be stairways and platforms. But here's the controversy. Is it man-made or a natural formation sculpted by currents and erosion? Some geologists see clear tool marks and symmetry too precise to be coincidence. Others argue it's a geological illusion. If it was once a city, it would date back over 10,000 years, long before known Japanese civilization. Could this be the remains of a lost culture swallowed by the sea? Because the next mystery isn't underwater. It's hidden inside a shape no one can quite explain. Number 9. The Roman dodecahedra. Across Europe, from Britain to Hungary, archaeologists have uncovered more than 100 strange bronze objects, each about the size of a fist, shaped like a 12-sided polygon with holes of varying sizes on every face. They date back to the Roman Empire, but no record describes them. No inscription, no mention in texts, no clue at all. Historians call them Roman dodecahedra, Yet their purpose remains a total mystery. Were they tools for measuring distances, candle holders, religious artifacts? Some believe they helped Roman soldiers calculate projectile ranges. Others think they were used in textile work or even astronomy. Every theory fits just enough to sound right and fails just enough to remain wrong. No two are identical, and none have been found in the same context. Whatever their use, the Romans took the secret to their graves. And the final mystery takes us to stones so massive they seem impossible to move. Number 10. The Baalbek Megaliths. In the ancient city of Baalbek, Lebanon, stand some of the largest stones ever quarried by human hands. One block, known as the Stone of the South, weighs over 1,000 tons, heavier than a fully loaded passenger jet. Yet these megaliths were precisely cut, fitted, and lifted into place thousands of years ago, forming the foundation of a temple that still stands today. Even with modern cranes, moving such stones would be a colossal challenge. So how did ancient builders do it? And why use blocks so massive when smaller ones would have sufficed? Some say the Romans reused an older site, built by an even more advanced culture now lost to time. Others insist it was sheer human ingenuity, strength, will, and generations of labor. But as with so many of history's puzzles, the truth remains buried beneath the dust of ages. If these stones could speak, what forgotten chapter of humanity would they reveal? Because every mystery we solve only leads to another.